Alright guys, down here at the Busted Knuckle, and I got the new Touratech shock coming in, so we're looking at how to do this. All this black is part of the fuel tank. The fuel tank runs from here to all the way up here, down to here. Now the bottom shock mount is right there. And that gas tank is gonna have to come out of the way because I don't see a way to get to the bolt for the top of the shock. So in order to get the fuel tank out, I'm gonna have to take this rear frame off. Top frame, I think. It bolts here. It bolts here. That'll have to be undone. The exhaust is bolted to it. But this appears to be the slip joint for the exhaust. There's the lower bolt, and there's the upper bolt. Once that's undone, I think the whole frame will slide out. And that'll allow me to lift up the gas tank. But then again, I don't think the hoses are long enough. Talk about an unfriendly bike to work on. We're not tearing it apart today, we're just scoping it out. So I don't know. Alright, now we're looking at taking the swing arm off and going up inside to get to the bolts. It's something that just occurred to me. What if that's got a Torx head or an Allen head on one side and a nut on the other? Thought I had an easy way to do it, but I can't get the wrenches up in there to check it out with the swing arm on. Why do they have to build these so fucking complicated? Alright. Now I'm trying to think smart. This is some kind of return line. This has to be the fuel pump. So if I undo the lines here, I shouldn't have to mess with the lines down below. And then that should allow me to lift the tank up because there is no lines, fuel lines, coming out of the bottom of the tank that I can see. So if I disconnect it here, I'll have to replace these fuel line clamps because they're the pincher ones with regular hose clamps. Cut all these zip ties for the wiring. No, I don't even have to do that. I might be able to unplug it right here. This is the kind of hose clamp that they have on the fuel coming out of here. This thing. I hate those. There's another wiring harness. That unplugs right there, so I have to cut this one and this one. Same over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Just looking at this in advance. But yeah, if you think I'm thinking right, let me know. If you think I'm thinking wrong, let me know that too. I don't want to let the Omaha dealer touch it. I trust myself more than I trust that dealer, the mechanic there. So cool. Call this a wrap, and I think what I might do. No, I'm not gonna do that. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. The fork springs up here look like that, and I looked at the drawings, and I think I can just pull the springs out and go from there. So I shouldn't have to take the front shock or front forks completely out. I'm not going to change the oil. I don't see any reason to do that. I don't know. We'll see. Talk to you later. Alright, so what the Indian and I decided was to try and put our minds into how they built it. How they built it, we think, is they ran the hoses, they ran the wires, and all this stuff is probably not even on the bike, so they set it all up there and tape it down or whatever. Then they put the gas tank in. Then they put the frame on, the upper frame. Then they take the hoses and move them over here to the mounts and cut the hoses right there, put them on, and then they crimp them after they already cut the hoses. So the solution is cut it here at the clamps, cut the clamps, pull the hoses off, and since there's no hoses on the bottom of the tank and the wiring thing is the same deal, that's how they did it. So if you're going to do a major project like this and you're trying to problem solve, try and think of it as in, how did they build it? And it took us a couple hours to get in that frame of mind, which we've done before, but it doesn't always pop out there. You approach it looking like an idiot, so take your time in advance and check everything out, and then try to get your mind set for, well, how did they do it? And that explains it. They probably do the same thing with the wires and then cut the wires off and stick them in the plugs, and then they have a tool that crimps them or something along those lines. So outstanding. I think we're going to win. That's a good thing. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Later. Once again, the Busted Knuckle. Think we have this figured out. Thumbs up, yo.
That's it. We don't. We're so damn close. It's gonna hurt.
But goddamn, it takes us a long time to unfuck ourselves.
That's cause
I think it has to do with we have to.
Well, that
we have to have some beers and think about it.
we have a hard time getting out of second gear because third's kind of screwed up.
Yeah, third's kind of screwed up.
Skips a little. And then sometimes we get it in fourth. Whoa, watch out. Then we're on the mode.
This is going to be awesome when we go to do this.
We'll figure it
Now,
out.
the next thing is once we get that done, the front fork springs. When we do this, we may very well be doing it in the garage.
Yep.
Because we don't know how long it's going to take us to accomplish this mission. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and from the busted knuckle and the engine,
Ugh.
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 Yo,
Have a good one.
we'll be seeing you.